ready.
Hi, my name is Ben. I did my capstone project on video games. My main inquiry question is, how have video games evolved over time, and how has the use of technology impacted their success? Before we begin, I want to share some fun facts. Did you know that the average gamer is 30 years old? Also, 49% of American adults play video games. Finally, 65% of households own a device used to play video games. Isn't that surprising? Now a little lesson in the history of video games. Video games began with Space War and Pong. Space War was developed in 1962. Pong was also a very popular game. It was developed in 1972 by Atari. You might be wondering, how has animation and graphics changed in video games? You're in the right place. Pixels, smallest digital unit of a graphic that can be displayed on and represented as a digital display device, are getting smaller, and that means that everything that displayed looks better. Video games used to be pixelated and used simple geographic shapes. The character animation consisted of very rigid movements. For example, in Donkey Kong, Mario had a very simple walking animation of his arms moving back and forth. The character animation that's possible is almost on par with fully animated feature films. If you want to know what other technological events have been made in video games, you're in the right place. Nintendo, Sony, and Xbox continue to lead the current generation of console wars. But the difference is now they have both PC and mobile gaming advantages. Changes in technology have had a huge effect on gaming. While games have used artificial intelligence since the time of Pong, what's changed is that AI is making humans better and better each day. AI, or artificial intelligence, is getting more and more intelligent each year. This means that games are getting more lifelike. For example, MMORPG equals massively multiplayer online role-playing games. Multiplayer online games are games that you can play anywhere in the world, that you have access to a computer and internet. The most successful online game is World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft has 8 million subscribers, meaning it has 8 million people connected to each other through this game. Three-dimensional play has been around for a while. And three-dimensional play has improved games. Today, most games are 3D and more lifelike and fun to play. If you're thinking, how has technology changed video games over time, then I can help you. 3D scanners and facial recognition technology can make your avatar, a figure representing a particular character, look like you in the real world, or if you create your own avatars, it shows the expression on your face. Voice control gaming has been around for a while, but the technology hasn't caught up yet. Today, you can use commands to do all kinds of things, like turn on and off your console and interact with social media. Virtual reality headsets are part of the new age of technology and gaming. Another question you might have is, how have video games characters and storylines changed over time? Most video games are are full of story like you would see in any movie. But the difference is that in video games, the player gets to advance the storyline himself or herself. Some characters stay the same from. Whoops, messed up. Okay. In some video games, storylines are given a less important role because of focus on action and more. Some characters kept repeating for many years. For example, Mario. Mario mostly stayed the same in spite of changes in graphics. Finally, I'm going to tell you what are the best-selling video game of January 2018 are and what are their top qualities. The first one is Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World is an action role-playing game developed by Capcom and is a part of the Monster Hunter series. Dragon Ball Fighter is a 2.5-dimensional fighting game. Call of Duty World War II is a first-person video game that was developed by Sledgehammer Games. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUBG, is an online multiplayer battle royale game that is also very popular. So here are a few more video games. Grand Theft Auto V, NBA 2K18, Super Mario Odyssey. And now for some of my favorite video games. My favorite video games are Terraria and Minecraft. I think they're really fun and you can play them for hours and hours without wasting time. Video games are universal, and that means you can play them anywhere in the world if you have access to a computer and internet. All this shows how video games evolved over time and how these technology impacted their success. For more information, go to our blog. Thanks for watching.